Seneca. Moral Letter 4. From the moment you were born. Seneca sends greetings to Lucilius. Keep on as you have begun, and hurry as much as you can, so that you may have longer to enjoy a mindset, right and put in order. You will enjoy it even while you are still correcting it, even while you are still ordering it. But the pleasure that comes from contemplating a mind clean of every stain and shining is a different thing altogether. You surely remember what joy you felt when you laid aside the boy's bordered gown, put on a man's toga, and were escorted down to the forum. Expect a greater one when you have laid aside the boyish mind, and philosophy has enrolled you among men. For it is not boyhood that is still with us, but, what is worse, boyishness. And this is worse in a particular way. We have the standing of old men and the faults of boys, and not of boys only, but of infants. Boys are afraid of small things, infants of imaginary ones. We are afraid of both. Only make progress, and you will understand that some things are less to be feared precisely because they bring so much fear with them. No evil is great. That is the last one. Death is coming to you. It would be something to fear if it could stay with you, but it must either fail to arrive at all or else pass through. It is hard, you say, to bring the mind round to a contempt for life. But do you not see on what trivial grounds it gets despised? One man hanged himself at his mistress's door. Another threw himself off a roof, rather than listen to an angry master any longer. Another, to avoid being dragged back after running away, drove a blade into his own belly. Do you not think virtue can achieve what sheer terror achieves? No untroubled life can fall to a man who thinks too much about extending it, who counts a long tally of consulships among the great goods. Rehearse this daily, so that you can leave life with an even mind, a life that many clutch and cling to, the way men swept off by a torrent clutch at thorns and sharp stones. Most people toss about wretchedly between the fear of death and the torments of living. They do not want to live, and they do not know how to die. So make your life pleasant by putting down all anxiety about it. No good does its owner any good unless his mind is prepared to lose it, and nothing is more easily lost than what cannot be missed once it is gone. Harden yourself, then, against the things that can happen even to the most powerful. Sentence on Pompey's head was passed by a boy king and a eunuch, on Crassus by a cruel and insolent Parthian. Gaius Caesar ordered Lepidus to offer his neck to the tribune Dexter, and then offered his own to Hieria. Fortune has never raised anyone so high that she did not threaten him with as much as she had given. Do not trust this calm. In a moment, the sea is turned over. On the same day that ships have been playing on it, they are swallowed. Consider that a bandit or an enemy can put a sword to your throat. And leaving the greater powers aside, every slave in your household holds the power of life and death over you. This is what I mean. Whoever has come to despise his own life is master of yours. Run over the cases of men who died from plots inside their own houses, by open violence or by cunning. You will find that no fewer have fallen to the anger of slaves than to the anger of kings. So what does it matter how powerful the man you fear may be, when the thing you fear him for is something anyone at all can do? Suppose you fall into enemy hands. The victor will order you led away, to the very place you are being led anyway. Why deceive yourself, and grasp only now what you have been undergoing all along? This is what I mean. From the moment you were born, you have been on your way there. These things and their like should be turned over in the mind, if we want to wait calmly for that last hour. fear of which makes every other hour restless. But to bring the letter to an end, take what pleased me today. This too was picked from someone else's little garden. Poverty brought into line with the law of nature is great wealth. And do you know what limits that law of nature sets for us? Not to be hungry, not to be thirsty, not to be cold. To drive off hunger and thirst, you need not sit at proud doorways, nor put up with a heavy frown, and a courtesy that is itself an insult. You need not try the seas or follow the army. What nature wants is easy to come by and close to hand. It is for superfluities that men sweat. They are what wear out the toga, what force us to grow old under canvas, what drive us onto foreign shores. What is enough is already within reach. A man on good terms with poverty is rich. Farewell.